Hey, I'm Jim Richards. Hoping you have a good day. And you know what? I want to make it better. I'm telling you the good news about how good God is, how much He loves you, and how much He wants to lead you into a great life. Man, that always makes life better. You know, so many times I'll be talking to people and they're struggling with whether or not they want to give their life to Jesus, or maybe they've given their life to Jesus and they're struggling with whether or not they want to learn what it's like to really walk with God. And so one of the things that people are so concerned about because of what religion has told them is like, does God really want me to change? I have to change. Why do I have to change? And you know, the big thing is, what does that change look like? Well, you know, the problem is, religion talks about change. The Bible talks about transformation. Change is where you become something else. And really it's based on rejecting yourself. It's like having a form of self-hatred and saying, okay, in order for me to love myself, I got to become somebody else. In order for God to love me, I got to become somebody else. In order for me to succeed at life, I got to become somebody else. Well, you know what? God doesn't want you to be somebody else. God wants you to be the righteous version of who you are. And that starts with a new birth, which means your spirit man is born again. You know, I hear these people talking about, man, I got to feed my spirit. I got to develop my spirit. I'm like, are you kidding me? What do you think the new birth is? You know, you got born again. You can't get any more righteous than that. The problem is not your spirit. Your spirit's been born again. The problem is the way we think, the way we see ourselves, what we're afraid of, all the things that make us feel insecure and make us feel threatened, and all these things that we're holding on to from our past. But when you get born again, your spirit man is completely new and completely alive to God. So change is where you're trying to become something you're not. Transformation is where you let go of all of your fears, all your negative views of yourself, all of these insecurities, and say, you know what, I'm going to let go of all that stuff so that who I really am can come forth. I'm going to tell you something. God needs you to be who you really are in Jesus. In other words, man, your sense of humor, the way you see things, your behavior patterns, all these, there's nothing wrong about most of those things. And there's nothing wrong with your spirit that needs to be fixed if you're born again. The only thing that's wrong is you're not letting who you really are come out. You know, if you walk with God, that transformation just happens. When you believe the truth about God, who He is, who you are to Him, that transformation happens and you just effortlessly transform, and what's on the inside of you comes to the outside. Listen, this whole concept about change has kept a lot of people afraid to walk with God, afraid they can't do it, afraid they can't make the journey, afraid that they don't have enough strength, they won't put forth enough effort. Well, I want to tell you something. The work's already been done inside of you. Now you enter that place of rest where you say, you know what? I don't have to change. I'm just going to let the real me in Jesus come out. You know, if you're interested in learning more about really being able to accept and love who you are as a person in Jesus, I got some tools and some resources that'll help you. If you'll click the subscribe button below, I'll pop you an email with a link to a short message this week. It's going to teach you about the value, the biblically based value of being yourself, being who you are in Jesus, just being a righteous version of it. Because I'm telling you what, God needs you to be you to accomplish what's going to count in this life. Now, you know, you may say, you know, Jim, I got other issues right now I got to deal with. I don't have time to think about me just being me. But I'll tell you what, I've got hundreds of free resources. I've got probably over 100 video series that will help you deal with marriage, finances, raising children, communication, living your almost every aspect of life you can think of. I've got a video series on there for free that you can go check out. Just go to drjimrichards.com or go to impactministries.com. They take you to the same place. Check out all these free resources. I'll tell you something. We want to invest in you. We want you to be who you are in Jesus. We want you to live your dreams, and we want you to have a life at its very best. So be sure and click below or go check out drjimrichards.com, and I'll talk to you this Thursday.